Good morning and welcome to Mindset Monday. I'm Shelley Butler, and you are, sir?
Oh, I'm Yves Doucet.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. And if you'll notice, we
I
have,
didn't know. I was wondering this morning, who am I
who
today?
am I?
Because I could be anyone.
You good.
I could be
Oh,
anyone today. What if I decided to be someone else?
well, then you would introduce yourself
Yeah,
as,
yeah,
yeah, Ives Duce.
yeah.
Perhaps you feel like Ives
Maybe I'll
Duce
change
today.
my name to Shelley.
Oh,
This is
don't
Shelley
do
and
that. There's
Shelley.
a lot of Shelley,
No,
maybe too
Shell
many.
B. Shelley and Shell B.
Oh, that would be wrong.
That would be so wrong
Yeah,
for me.
my sister did. My mother did Cheryl and Shelley,
Oh,
and she can never get it right. Cheryl, oh shit, Shelley. That's what she says all the
oh
time.
shit, Shelley?
Yeah.
You're shit, Shelley.
Okay. I am. I am.
Okay, sorry.
That's a thing. If my sister's watching right now, she is going to laugh
Shit,
because
Shelley.
they do that all the time. All right. So we're back. We're back, Monica. Monica is with us today. Monica Hebert has joined our team a couple of years ago. Uh, in December, right? You had joined
hmm
us a few years ago. And I am absolutely so thrilled to have you on here this morning with your beautiful background, right? Monica's from our marketing department, so that makes sense to me. While even I have this background,
Rocky Canadians. It's a
Rocky. It's about
it's about ballsy Canadians.
as rocky as it gets in the province of New Brunswick.
Like it's like you drive to Piggy's Cove for an hour and a half, and you say, "Oh my God, like those are rocks."
Yeah.
Like you drove to see rocks.
How
Yeah.
did that happen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say, look at that smile,
Look at
Monica.
that
Look at that smile,
smile.
Monica. I want
So
that smile.
beautiful.
Oh,
Yeah.
So
thanks.
absolutely beautiful. So Monica, you notice how we always talk about mindset here, right? We don't
hmm
necessarily talk about what we do for a living, which is timesheet project tracking. We talk about mindset. We
hmm
talk about leadership, which is a bad word in so many people's vocabulary, right? The
mm
leaders that they had in the past kind of define that the leaders that they have now or in their future. And we've always noticed that it has been a bit of an issue. So
mm.
Dovaco, Yves Doucet, if you will, wanted to change that, the look of that. So let's just start with when you came to us,
hmm
you already knew us.
hmm
And what did you think about our culture? What grabbed you?
yeah, so interestingly enough, when I first met, I'll say the Dovico team in general. I was working on a project for the team, so I got a whole bunch of information, company history, like all of that, right? And one of the things that we were emphasizing in that project was the company culture. And having worked in a marketing agency, you get to, kind of rub shoulders with a whole bunch of people, different company cultures all around. And what stood out to me was um, kind of the bit of humanity that you guys really put an importance in having kind of like woven into the fabric of the company culture. And I would say challenging why that should or shouldn't belong in a company. Um, so that I think struck me quite a
Mm.
bit. Yeah.
So I have like 10 questions with
See?
15 parts. So the first question that comes up is what is your definition of humanity, that word?
Hmm.
Mm,
And then following that, do you believe that humanity, because this is a big debate, if I understand what humanity, like being human, being
mm,
kind, being looking at other humans not as machines, that's my definition, right?
yeah.
And not as worker horse, but as a
Yeah.
human with feelings and patterns and responsibilities and all
Yeah.
that stuff, emotions, right? And why does that have anything to do with running a business and delivering the goods?
Mm,
So I'd like your opinion on that.
yeah. I think when I say humanity, I mean the whole ass human, right? I mean the human showing up with their past, their present, dreams of their future, their mental state in the present, the beliefs they have, their body, like their skills, um, their friendships, the way that they relate to people. Uh, I think that's what I mean by humanity. Um, I think, like you said, Eve, when you were just asking that question just now, I think a lot of companies, we hear a lot about people referred to resources, right? And the workforce being relating back to numbers um, and I think even though we're business, we have to do that. I think we do a pretty good job coming back to the individuals that make up our team, checking in, we're not really scared, uh, getting into disagreements. I mean, we've had many a disagreement as a team, addressed hard problems. So I would say that pretty much is what I mean when I'm talking about this aspect of not fearing the humanity in the team and kind of embracing it instead. And then repeat your second question.
So, like, now I have another question.
Okay.
So,
Forget the second
so
one.
we've had disagreements.
Yeah.
Yeah. And why is it good or not good to have disagreements in a team? And because, like, most people would say, no, no, it's my way or the highway. Like
Yeah.
mine being I'm the boss or Shelley's the boss, and do it that way, and that's it. Why
Yeah.
is that good or not good for you?
Hmm. I think um good or not good, there are probably some disagreements that were good to have and some other ones that didn't really get resolved and maybe caused friction for some people. But for me, I think every time we've had some kind of discussion, whether it's a debate or classified as a disagreement, um, I think we all get a pulse of where we are and how we're feeling in relations to each other, or even in what we're undertaking. And, if we look at the side of this that is a business, I think it gives us a little bit of a clue into how an endeavor is going to go, right? Like if we're going to take on a new project and a lot of the team disagrees with that project, does it mean that our team's does that mean our team is going to be disengaged? Does it mean that we disagree, but we can support each other and we can move forward with it? Um, so I think every time we've had some kind of debate, I think we get to somewheres at the end where we just understand each other more. And I think that's probably the key for a lot of conversations, right? Like you letting go of a conversation uh, before you've gotten to a place where people have felt understood is probably where a lot of conflict kind of stems from and keeps going. But I think as a team, we've done a pretty good job at coming back to conversations that need more exploring. Um, so yeah, I don't know if that answered your question, but um,
No, it's
How,
good.
that's
It's good.
yeah.
how
It,
does it feel to be right? So in
How
other
does it
words,
feel to be
we
right?
have a disagreement,
Yeah.
and but you're right and I'm wrong. How does it feel?
Mm.
So the boss is wrong, you're right. I'm saying I'm the boss, but I'm not the boss. So, just-
Um, that's hard because I don't know that if you would have asked me this maybe even a couple years ago, I think I would have had a different question. I would have had a different answer and say, well, it feels really good to be right. And you know what? I'm actually going to retract that. And I'm going to say, when I'm in a place where I feel shitty in my life, it probably feels really good to be right. And when
mm.
I'm in a place of feeling more aligned, feeling more energized, just more myself. Uh, I think I'm more so concerned about did we get to a place where we're both okay, where we both feel satisfied where we landed with the conversation?
You see that?
Do you see that?
Mind blown there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I'm hearing you say is if I'm okay, if I'm at a place where I could be heard, where I'm like contributing, when I'm okay with myself and being like I feel that I have an impact, a change, it's not as important to be right. That's what
Yeah. You
I
know
mean,
what?
makes sense?
I
Yeah.
absolutely love that. That is absolutely truth. If you are in a bad place, you are all about
Mm,
self, right? You
Mm-hmm.
can't get out
yeah.
of your self,
Mm-hmm.
and absolutely everything is about you,
So I'm gonna ask
me
Shelley
and
the
I.
question.
Oh,
It,
here we go.
how does it feel? Can you relate to what Monica's saying? In other words, when you're right and you need to be right, it feels different than when you're right and you're okay that you're wrong or right.
Yeah.
Can you relate to that?
Oh my gosh, yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So could you see yourself as a leader and say, okay, well, I need to be right. It means that something's not balanced inside of me.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I am in reaction, like if my agenda is
Yes.
not being fulfilled and I am in reaction, I am the worst version of myself. When I
Mm.
want you guys to do something, and I'm so sure of myself, I'm in my knowing, I'm unable to hear you. I'm
Yeah.
unable to see you. Yeah, it's super, super important for me to always be in a great mental state. That's impossible. But
Mm.
that's why I work so
But
hard at it,
mm,
right? It
Yeah.
it is if I'm showing up in front of you guys all the time in a place of self, in a place of my own self-fulfillment, well, I want to have the idea, I want to have the reward, I want to have the award,
Mm-hmm.
it always it's very difficult for me to be vulnerable and go, "Oh, shoot, sorry guys.
Yeah.
I blew that. I was wrong." You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
I I attended sort of like seminar-ish called Landmark years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And
Landmark. We know
yeah,
Landmark.
Yellow Landmark. So Landmark, pretty like mind-blowing, self-shifting conferences. I don't
mhm.
really know.
Yep.
Anyways,
Yep.
weekends.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember the educator that was hosting us that week. He was talking about, you can either choose to be right or you can choose love, but you
Yeah.
can't choose both at the same time. So
Mm.
pick one. Pick the life you want. Like pick one. And I was very much on a track of being right and being respected was like the ultimate was the ultimate privilege. And so that's where I stood for a long part of my life. And I was still really young at this time. I think I just graduated high school, but um that replays in my mind all the time. Mon, do you want to be right now, or do you want to reach out for love? Do you want to create connection? Like, what are you trying to do? What kind of love do you what kind of life do you want to live? And that just came up in my head just now when you were talking, Shelley.
Why can't you be right and love at the same time?
I think it's a little bit of what Shelley was saying before of um, if you're either in a like self-validation mode where um all that matters is what's going on behind here, or you're looking at the other person and trying to see what's on the other side, right? You're trying to connect, you're trying to create that bit of understanding. You're trying to care for them. You're trying to make them feel understood. Um, and I don't know that both can happen at the same time.
And why is that like really? Like I'm a business person. I've been in
Hmm.
business all my life, and
Hmm.
it's a long life, so long business, lots of businesses. What does
Yeah.
love have to do with business? To me,
Mm,
it's like two different things. Like
yeah.
you have to get the job done, get the customer service, do the task What does love have to do with any of that?
I think for me, when I look at the teams that I've been a part of, and even if I look at myself, when I feel love, when I feel connected, the work that comes out of that is uh, is so much more. And there's more inspiration to like if I think of, you guys know I'm a creative person. If I think of creativity in general, uh, I'm a more creative person if I know that I'm loved and accepted and I'm safe somewheres. It's unleash that creativity, let it go wild. When you're in a space where it's not so that, um, you hold back. Maybe you don't voice the brilliant idea. Maybe I don't know, you don't feel inspired to go out and do the research that leads to the pivot that we need. I think there are many different um, circumstances that come from a human being feeling well, a human being feeling um, aligned, connected. So I think for me, love has everything to do with it.
What's
What's love
love got
got
to
to
do?
do?
Got to
Got to do
do
with
with
it.
it. I know we can't help ourselves every time, right? We are so all about the love. So many people have given us a Shelley, Eve, don't do that.
Mm,
Like, don't do that, right? It makes people feel really uncomfortable. To which we walk away and go, fantastic. We want you to feel uncomfortable. We
mm,
absolutely do. Because if you feel uncomfortable for a minute, you're going to think about it.
mm,
And how does love not win every time?
mm,
So I love that you talk about creativity. So how does the culture here, right? Because you've come into a company that is 32 years old to
mm,
try to make your mark in the marketing space.
mm-hmm,
How does our culture lend to your creativity? Like what
mm,
happened when you first got here
yeah,
and realized that it was this kind of space. Nobody was going to give you um, the document to get it done.
yeah. I think I'm this is gonna sound funny maybe, but I think there's way more um it's gonna sound wild to maybe other people, but I know that you two are gonna get it. But the asking permission to do something that you truly believe is gonna have an impact. And I don't have to tell you guys, I'm someone that I'll go out and try to find every bit of proof I need to create a solid ground under ideas that I want to pitch to the team or whatever whatever I want to invest my time into.
Hmm.
And I would say there's less fear in trying something bold or even sticking to my guns if there's something that maybe hasn't been understood or um, you know, a no doesn't really appear all that often in the team. And I would say most often uh, if there's like an unknown feeling around someone's idea, it's more of an exploratory kind of curiosity that comes from that rather than an absolute shutdown. So I think that is, and I will say, I think that was my biggest adjustment joining the team too, right? Of I just want a yes or no, like, can I do this or can I not? And I think that's the part that I'm grounding more uh second year of in the second year of being here. I know we were in a meeting not that long ago, I think a couple weeks ago, and one of our teammates asked the group to talk about what they're doing without asking, or what could you do without asking that would have value for the team or would have an impact. And I didn't
I,
say anything. Yeah.
I
I
like
didn't
that.
say anything that I could be doing. I shared what I was doing, and I wasn't asking anyone. And we were sharing success around that thing, how it, and I said, well, I didn't ask anyone, I just did it because I believed in it, and I thought that it could have an impact on us, and so that was a real shift. It was real uncomfortable, but yeah, I think
So why was it a shift and why was it uncomfortable? That somebody actually asked
hmm,
you or that you were doing it?
He was just able
no,
to do
that
it.
yeah, that the you coming from more traditional corporate, you have to get approval. You gotta
Right.
have approval from the many layers above you, and
Sign
yeah,
off. Yeah.
I
yeah,
just got
exactly.
shivers. That's a great question. What are
Yeah,
you doing? How did you phrase that? What are you doing that you didn't ask permission for?
yeah, it was something
Yeah,
like
how are
that.
you how are you creating value that you didn't ask permission for or you didn't
Hmm.
get directive from somebody,
What a
right?
great conversation. I want to have that
Mm.
conversation.
It's a beautiful conversation. We're going to be talking a whole lot more about opportunities here Wednesday in our team meeting. So, what?
So let me
So
ask you this
excited.
then. So when you're doing something that you didn't explain or because I'm a big believer, like I don't answer questions anymore. I don't tell people,
Please
I
do
don't
up that
justify,
event for
right?
me.
Mm.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah,
I do
he just
it.
does it.
And so I'm curious, what is that feeling that you get when you're just doing without without
Permission,
permission or without
Mm.
um,
documentation,
um, justifying it?
sign off.
Hmm.
So why? So I know why I do it.
Yeah.
Now I'm really like this is the first time I've heard somebody at Dovico doing it, and maybe there's lots of people doing
Lots of
that,
people doing it. Yep.
and so I'm curious about the feeling that you get.
I think the feeling is momentum. Yeah,
Oh, write
Whoa.
that down. Yes, it
yeah,
is, right? It feels like
yeah,
you're moving, you're discovering.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Because if you're justifying or you have to explain yourself, it feels like a weight.
yeah,
Like, and you don't even know why you're doing it sometimes. You're just doing
yeah.
it.
I also want to interject here
Sorry,
because the
too
big
excited.
no, and I love that you're excited about it because this is what I wanted you to see. And a lot of times you don't actually see the value that you have given Dovico in your vulnerability and your ability to see others shine, right? You've given us that. You've given us permission a long time ago to just go do that. So what I get out of it is I no longer see at one time when I gave permission or I gave my opinion on the document or I gave my signature on
Blessing.
Monica didn't get the win. She shared the
Mm,
win with me, right? Mentally, she
mm,
shared the win with me. It's your thing.
mm,
But if you don't need my permission, you don't need my input, right? You're able to do the thing. You get the win. You get the whole
mm,
win. Mental
mm,
health has so much to do with being able to do the thing, have that belonging, have that
mm.
love, knowing that you're putting the value out there, the team can give you the high five,
Yeah.
and it's all yours. It's
Mm,
all yours.
mm,
So I think that the reason why we allow people, we get people to create the space for themselves so they can kind of sit in the uncomfortable for a while so they
mm,
can do the thing, right? It's really important for them to go and do the thing and get the win because
mm.
every time you get that win, it's the momentum. You
Momentum.
provide the value, you
Mm.
do the thing, and you
Yeah.
get the momentum. You're not coming back to me. You're not coming back to Eve. You're not coming back to get sign off. You're not coming back to get permission. Now you're just going. You are
Yeah.
in flow and
Yeah.
you're able to create bigger and better. And, there's sometimes when you're going to fall. And it's
Yeah.
not always bigger and better. And you're
Yep.
going to go, oh my God, I feel this, I feel those old emotions. I feel the old, and you have people here because you belong. You're able to be vulnerable. You're like, guys, that didn't work out. Like, I am so freaking sorry. Like, we're going to, but I got another idea, right?
Yeah.
It's not about being in your demise. It's about finding your way out of that unintended consequences or unintended results, if you will, right? Is
Mm.
it a mistake or was it just unintended results?
Yeah.
So I absolutely love all the words that you said today.
Mm.
We are at the top of the hour.
Oh,
I know, can you imagine? Can you imagine? And that's what I had said. I said this is going to go so fast. So I would love you to put out a few words because Dovico is different. And
Mm.
I get that, right? You and I had some tete-a-tetes, like when we first started, of course, great
Mm-hmm.
conversation about, how we're going to move forward, you and I.
Yeah.
And so I would love for you to leave us with a few words because we believe what we have here. We
Mm.
believe in humanity.
Mm-hmm.
We believe that you don't have to be that leader that has to sign off on everything, that has to, be surprised, be the leader that wants to be surprised,
Yeah.
right?
I'm
Be the
surprised.
leader that wants to be surprised. Because the thing is I don't know how to, I'm not a marketer. I
Mm.
hired you to do the marketing. So, yeah, if you want to talk about an idea with me, yes, but you're the expert. So,
Mm.
leave us with a few words, if you would, that this change in the workplace, the change in the workplace that you see here at Dovico, why should that inspire others to perhaps dip their toe in this culture set?
Mm. Maybe a few words. I
Well,
think,
are you excited to come to work on Mondays?
mm, yeah, I think uh the thing that makes me excited to come to work is uh the fact that the world does feel pretty wide open for where we get to go. And um the opportunities are as wide as we let our team kind of, you know, take it as wide as we want to. It's not just a certain CEO's or a certain leader's vision that is going to transform the company and dedicate where we grow to. We really are a group kind of sharing a vision or creating a vision. And to be a quote unquote mere employee, which I don't feel that way, but it's to be an employee and know that you have that opportunity for impact, and it's like you said in the beginning, we do time tracking. Like, we do time tracking. There are other more inspiring things in the world, and there are less inspiring things in the world. Um, but to know that as an employee, there's room or opportunity to have impact on a 30-year-old, legacy company. Um, that's that's different.
Mm.
That's cool. Um, it feels like you have there's an opportunity for impact, real impact that uh yeah.
That is beautiful. You want your teammates to have impact. You want the people that you work with to know that they can have impact. They went to
Hmm.
school to do the thing, or they didn't. But they're in their role. They get to be the best version of that in that role. Do you know what I
Hmm.
mean? It's
Hmm.
not. It's not coming from the top down here at Dovico. We're
Yeah.
in this together. We stand beside one another and we create the opportunities beside one another.
Mm.
And I absolutely love that we started with humanity. And we're talking about that growth aspect at the end, right? We
Yeah.
want people to grow. We want people to, like I say, take on their role and be the leader of their role.
Mm.
Um, they're absolutely not just an employee.
Yeah.
And I think if we can get that changed, I think we can change the industrial era, the way of thinking. If we can get
Yeah.
that humanity aspect, that love aspect in it, and the fact that yes, we're able to grow
Mm-hmm.
and we stand beside one another. I
Mm-hmm.
watched just recently, and think I had shared it with you. It's so important um, for people to want to come to work, for
Yeah.
people to enjoy that 8 hours a day that they spend, right? There's
Yeah.
so many people trying to find this balance in the world by separating church and state, and
Yeah.
we have to stop it. We absolutely have to stop it. So at Dovico, when somebody types in on Slack where you at to say, "Oof, I'm mentally and physically exhausted. I'm out." Right? We
Mm.
don't ask for a doctor's note. We just go, okay, hope you feel better tomorrow,
Yeah.
right? And it's important. It's important for us to take care of our mental health. It's important for us to take care of our physical health. It's important for us to show up as the best version of ourselves every day. And when
Mm.
we can't, we need to be able to come in to the people that we work with, to the crew that we belong to say, I'm not feeling it today, guys. And I'm going to try better tomorrow. I'm going to be back
Mm.
tomorrow. So
Yeah.
I absolutely adore you and I love you for being here this morning. We are going to have more Dovaconians sharing
Hmm.
in the
Exciting.
near future. It is. It's very exciting because it's not about, even I've been working on this new way of leading for a really long time. So we've been talking about it. But what we want to do is we want to showcase to you. I've had so many leaders look at me and say, "What do you mean they get as many holidays as they want? Ooh, aren't you worried?" I'm not. Not even
Mm.
a little bit. So, Monica, thank you. Thank you
Thank
so
Thank you,
much.
you.
Monica.
I appreciate you so much. So, I'm Shelley Butler,
I'm now Yves Doucet.
Monica, and this has been Mindset Monday. I love you.
Oh,
Mwah.
can I put a plug in for my event
Oh
coming
my
up?
gosh, I went meant to do that. I'm so sorry.
So
Yes. Plug, plug.
there's an event coming up on Saturday, September 20th. It's called Embracing Uncertainty.
Few tickets left.
There's only a few actually.
There's
I'm
only a
almost
few. Yeah.
yeah. And what is it about? It's about getting rid of those knowing thoughts or those nagging thoughts you had in your mind.
Yeah.
It's about letting go of the emotional charge you have about yourself. It's about creating a space where you can be finally free
Mm.
to make decisions for you, like Monica demonstrated today. She's making choices without compromise and without explanation. She's, forging her own path. And in that path, there's a discovery. So it's about being in love instead of being right. It's about that. And it
Yeah.
sounds simple, but it's a practice.
It is a
Every
practice.
single day, it's a
And
practice.
we've been practicing it here. So, yeah, you want to be a better leader. You want to be better skilled and have tools in your life. So, when you come up against these tough times,
Mm.
this is what Eve does. And he does it outside of Dovico now. And it's just a privilege to be in each one of those. I know I've been to each one of them. Great, great snacks. There is great lunch provided. It
Yes,
is from about 7:45 until 3
that's
o'clock
correct.
on a Saturday,
Saturday.
and it goes by like that. You come away feeling so empowered in what's next.
I can tell you that, like, almost every single person that assisted has changed something in their life. They
Yeah.
did not, they transformed. So
The event,
it's not about anything else than transformation. My focus is on transformation. And this year, this time, Owen Vibber is going to be Vibar is going to be monitoring your physical change, your body changes if you want to participate. Because I'm
wow.
interested to see if there's a physical change inside of you, your HRV, your sleeping patterns, because a lot of people have noticed that too. But I'm really about focusing with transformation.
Yeah.
Like it's not about like getting you a hook on a sugar pill and it's not a motivational I'm not there to motivate you to do anything. It's not about
No.
that. It's about transformation inside of you. And yeah, I hope you can be there. And what else am I going to say? It's You can
The
DM me.
tickets are in the Eventbrite is in the
Is it?
comments. Yeah. So you can go, Diane. Thank you very much for
Then
putting
put it.
that.
Oh, she's
Yeah.
amazing.
For
Yeah.
putting that in
Yeah.
there. She is amazing. And she had put 7 tickets left. So very few tickets left. Please join us. It is one of these events that you go to and it lasts for days and days and days. I know for me, it's a huge lasting effect.
Thanks,
So
Shelley.
I absolutely have. I've been to all of them and enjoy them so much. So I will be there as well. Yeah.
Thanks, Monica. It
Oh,
was
thank you,
beautiful way
Monica,
to start
so
my day.
much.
Mhm.
Okay. Love you.
I got chills
Mwah.
3 times talking to you.
Get your
Three,
workout in.
like good.
And how are you showing up? Love you, Monica. Bye.